Okay, hello everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday night at 8:30. So for those of you who are new to hopping on these calls, they are all always recorded, but it is super helpful for me to talk to live people, because if I just recorded to a blank screen, I'd be like, hey guys, I wouldn't have any energy because I wouldn't be talking to anyone. So it's super helpful that for you guys getting on live. So thank you. I totally appreciate it. It gives me more energy. The call will be better with me just kind of being able to talk to humans. So and kitties and doggies and children usually make appearances. That's all good. So these calls are recorded and they're put on the YouTube channel called Team Passion Training, all one word. I'm going to do a couple really quick housekeeping type things for plugging all of our Team Passion stuff, because we do have a lot of stuff. If you go to teampassiontraining.com and click on events, we have each month laid out. You'll know when the business opportunity is. You'll know when a Getting Started Right call is for all new coaches. You'll know when the Coach Basics is for all coaches. You'll know when the Power Hour is. You'll know when the team calls are. Everything is laid out for you, and we've already done November's calendar early. So October and November are completely done. Currently, there is a business opportunity going on right now. I heard from someone at Leadership that she does it within a 3-day business opportunity with 3 different videos instead of one big 30-minute video. So I really liked that idea. So we're trying that out. So Angelie is running that one right now. She did her first video today. She'll do another one tomorrow and then another one on Saturday. And she'll be pumping it up all weekend. And then her coach, Marcy, will be doing a Getting Started Right call on Monday night. And so it's good for you to hop on those. Get in the business opportunity, give some love. I am going to be looking for people and teams to do that. Not always just going to be me doing the business opportunities. So make sure you watch them so you know what's expected. And we would love volunteers. We love volunteers to help with the Power Hour. We love volunteers to help with Coach Basics assignments. Just anything that you want to help with, that you just have to ask, and the answer will be yes. I will not turn you away. So it's a great way for you to start honing in on your leadership skills before you grow a big team and move on and leave me. But that's okay. That's what's supposed to happen when you have a huge team. You run these calls, but that doesn't have to happen for a really long time. So until you're completely ready. I am here. We are here together to do this as a team. The other thing we do every day is something called the Team Passion Business Activity Tracker. It is a pinned post under announcements every day. I do it unless I sleep in on the weekends. It's done by 6 a.m. It's ready for you every morning. And this is whatever your view of the business activity tracker is. It doesn't have to be, a Beachbody one. We do have a Team Passion one. It can be whatever you want to tell us about for that day. I did my workout. I drank my shake. I posted on social media. I did a couple Instagram stories. I invited a friend at work. I invited someone to the business opportunity. Whatever it is, just tell us all about it. And so one of the things we're going to do tonight is we're going to really dive into what's next. So the business activity tracker is the activities to move your business forward, right? Which are the 4 vital behaviors. And I have always said there was a time, so they were taking polls on the 5-star pages asking what should be the 4th vital behavior, what should be the 4th vital, and every time I was like plugging in, getting to events, getting on team calls. I was like putting that wherever I could put it, because I do believe that's the 4th vital behavior. Yes, recognition is great, but that's something we do because it's fun. We don't have to be reminded to recognize people. That's just awesome, right? Who doesn't want to recognize people? We just do it naturally. I don't feel it needed to be a vital behavior because we do it already. But I was outweighed. But so for Team Passion, I believe the 4th vital behavior is plugging in, meaning posting under that business activity tracker. I don't even care if you just did your workout. You really should drink your shake too, but whatever. Or you just drank your shake that day. Just tell us something every single day. Your personal development, your workout, and your Shakeology are the top 3 things that really should happen no matter what, unless it's your rest day from your workout. But those top 3 things should always be happening. So you should always be posting that every day. And then the other stuff that's harder, like the invites and talking to people, if you're like, oh, forget it, I'm not going to post in the business activity tracker because I didn't talk to anybody today. Please stop thinking like that. Because the more you get into the habit of posting in that business activity tracker, you start reading everybody else's comments, just like in our big team challenge group, it's going to motivate you to do something, right? Just like it motivates everyone to see that big workout log. So it's the same thing. So some of the items that you could be doing in the business activity tracker, besides working out, drinking a Shakeology, engaging in personal development, one of them is contributing to the challenge group. So for everybody that was here at my house at Super Saturday, I gave a little, maybe a little, what's the word I'm thinking? Guilt trip to make sure everybody was in the challenge group commenting on each other's posts in the workout log. So I only ask, if you're in our big team challenge group, it's called Lighten Up for the Holidays, thanks to Cheryl O'Malley. She named that for us. Just take 2 minutes and comment on 5 other people's workout posts, especially those ones at the end of the day. A bunch of us who are early birds have all those early people covered, but it's later in the day when we start not commenting on other people's stuff because we're getting tired, we're at kids' activities. So if you could help us with those, that would just be awesome. And that would be one of the things that you could put in the business activity tracker. I commented on 5 other teammates' workout log, so another idea there. Your Instagram stories. Instagram stories are so fun to do, and you can they go away in 24 hours, so do them and mess up. Who cares? Like, just be yourself, be silly. It'll go away soon. It'll be gone. I don't know if forever, because everything on the internet stays on the internet, right? But it'll be gone quickly. But do daily life stuff, your workout clips. Talk about the product, but don't name it. Talk about some healthy meal prep. Invite people on an Instagram story. Do a recognition, a shout out, something along those lines. Make sure you're responding to everybody's likes and comments when they're commenting on your stuff on Facebook. Try to comment personally on everybody's comment. It makes someone feel really good that you're paying attention to how they're interacting. So it's more engagement. Make sure you do at least one social media post a day that shows your healthy lifestyle. Share it in a story. I always, every time I post my workout clip every morning, I try to share a little story with it or something funny with it. Just to get people engaged or just inspire, educate, something. Becky gave us a great Power Hour assignment last night about, researching some Shakeology ingredients and, telling a story about that. Don't say, this is an ingredient in my Shakeology and here's what it does for me. Tell a story about an ingredient and that it's in your superfood shake or whatever you want to call your shake, and tell a little story about it. And then Cindy gives us a snapshot of an ingredient every Friday. So that'll be, coming up tomorrow, and she posts it right in the Team Passion Coaches page. So, and she leaves it with no product on it. She doesn't put her logo on it, nothing. So it's completely ready for you to share. And so that happens. So those are some ideas. So those are your activities, right? So any questions so far on that, on any of that? Okay, so one of the big activities that you want to be doing, and this is going to be the meat of the call here, is making sure that you are talking to people, that you are engaging with people, that you are having real life conversations with people, whether you do it on the phone, whether you do it on Messenger, whether you use the voice control on Messenger, do a video, whatever it is. But you can post all day long on social media and be inspiring, educational, inspirational, but people need to hear from you personally. Think of it this way. When you get an invitation in the mail for one of those parties, like a Tupperware party or an Avon party or a Pampered Chef party or a Party Light party, I did these parties for 8 years with Party Light, so I know this part of it. I don't go to those parties unless someone calls me and says, hey, did you get my invite? I would love to see you on Friday night, or if they send me a message or something. But if I get an invitation in the mail to a party like that, I'm not going unless I'm getting a personal invite from somebody, unless it's like a friend that told me about it. But you know what I mean? Like, you want people want a personal invite. You can give them a call to action in the post. So here's a way to because some people are like, well, who do I invite? Give people something to do in your posts every day. Today I did one, and many of you engaged with me. But I asked about people's workout. What did you do? If you haven't done it yet, what time are you making that date with yourself? And so everybody, it was all of you guys, so I'm not going to personally message you all, but it was a good engaging post. But if there's anybody on there that did something that isn't one of my customers and coaches, I am going to reach out and congratulate them on doing their workout, and I'm going to ask how it felt. And and it could lead to an invite of, hey, do you need help with your nutrition? And we could talk about nutrition, and they could still do their amazing workouts wherever they want to do it, right? And so if you're talking to people about Halloween coming up, you're asking what they're dressing their kids up, personally message all of those people or comment under there, and so that you start having this personal connection with them. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to start seeing more of your stuff because you're engaging a lot more with them. So your stuff is going to show up with them on Facebook more. And the other way that you could start getting the invites going is if you set up a public event for your next challenge group and invite all those people personally that have commented and liked on your stuff. Hey, I know that you've been working out, and I'm so proud of you. Here's an event that I want to invite you to tell you a little bit more about a nutrition program that we're doing that maybe could complement your workout. So getting those personal invites out there is just huge. So we have to figure out how to track them, right? So this whole call isn't going to be on inviting. We have tons of other calls on that. But we have to figure out how to track them. So we all watched the Super Saturday video here last Saturday, and we went around the room and we said, what are your takeaways? And everybody had the takeaway from Courtney Bell's segment of, oh my gosh, I need to be tracking better. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had that same aha moment, because I track who I'm talking to, but not as well as I used to. I track in my my high achiever playbook that I ordered online, and so I have people on these pages, okay? And then I highlight them when they place an order. But this isn't working for me. It's not effective because I have to flip through pages and read and start going, wait, when did I follow up with them? Wait, who am I supposed to call next? Wait, who's this person? And I don't have enough information written down on this, and it's not effective because I'm flipping through pages every day to figure this out. And so this isn't effective. So I remember sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm going back old school, guys. I'm going back to what I used to do in the beginning. And I did this in a video on the team page, but I want to do this with you here because I want you guys to be able to ask me questions, okay? I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. This is an index card box, okay? And on these tabs are the days of the week. So there's tabs that say 1 to 31, okay? And then there are the months also. Okay, so there's a tab for all the days of the week, and then there's a tab for the month, okay? So basically what I'm gonna do is I've started to do this, I'm gonna take all of these people from this book and I'm gonna put them on an index card, okay? So say for example, this girl, Evie, I sent her in August a link to order an All Access Challenge Pack. I followed up on August 15th, August 27th, August 30th, nothing. I'm not hearing from her, okay? So that was August. That was only 3 follow-ups. What have we heard? it may take 8 to 12 follow-ups for someone to actually make the sale, right? So I'm giving up on these people too early. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Evie on an index card, and I'm going to put her on I'm going to put her in October 29th tab. And I'm going to write in the index card, you know, I sent her a link to the All Access Challenge Pack in July or August or whatever. And I'm going to have a lot of info. And I'm going to send her a message. And I'm going to say, you know, hey, I didn't hear from you. No pressure, but I wanted to see if you're still interested. Our holiday group is starting up soon, and I would love for you to be one of my VIP members. If she doesn't respond, I'm going to put her in the November tab so that when November comes around, on November 1st, I'm going to grab all the November index cards and just put 5 a day in through all of the November days. Am I making sense? Okay. So then every morning when I grab my box, so tomorrow's the 25th. I don't have any in it. Oh yeah, Fridays are my day off. So I grab the 26th, and I have all these cards of people that I'm supposed to follow up with. Now here's what's happening. This worked so well for me in the past because I get to write things like having a baby, going in for surgery, getting married. And so then whatever that date is, I put them in here. Like there's a girl who's having surgery on Monday. She's going to hear from me Monday morning. Good luck on your surgery. I hope you have, I hope all goes well. You know, I'm sending you love and prayers. Right? And that's going to mean a lot to her because of what I'm writing, because there's so much follow-up here. Now here's where it can get really overwhelming. I don't put my customers in here, and I don't put my coaches in here. Once someone places an order, their index card is ripped up. They are now like in our challenge group. If they're a coach, all my coaches get my follow-up by me going into my coach online office and seeing what's going on. Had they have some volume? Do they have, you know, what's going on there? So that's my system with this. So you have 1 card per day with multiple people on it. No, 1 card for each person. So it's like a Rolodex. So Felicia just asked, do you have 1 card per day with multiple people on it, or 1 card for each person, and you place it in the date section? Yes, 1 card for each person. And I put it in the date section. And so some people have already said to me, I started this week, some people have already said to me, you know what, I definitely want to do it in the new year. So they're going in my December box, and they're going to hear about Transform 20 like come December 1st, right? So there's no more guessing on my follow-ups. I keep moving them through the box until they place an order. And this may take 5, 6, 8, 12, 15, 16 times. You know, and it's not 16 times every day, right? When I follow up with people, the 5th, the 8th, like people are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to follow up with people that much. That could be 12 follow-ups over 9 months. You know, like if there's a point where they're ignoring me, I'm gonna put them a couple months out. I'm gonna be like, all right, apparently I don't know what's going on, right? Or I may put them in the next month, and then I might write on the card, make sure you're interacting with them on Facebook. You know, so that might be, so I might pull out a card that just says interact with this person on Facebook. You know, so there's just these little ways to be able to talk, to be able to remind myself that I need to be talking to these people. So I'm not a spreadsheet girl. So this could be done in a beautiful spreadsheet if you are a spreadsheet person. I'm sure you would have a blast with tabs and colors and formulas. Do it. Well, that's not me. So I do it with this. The other thing that the downfall to this is when the person messages you back and you're like, oh shit, where are they in this box, right? So that is not the best system, okay? I'm gonna tell you that I stopped using this system back in the day because I was like, this isn't working. But so you just have to kind of know that you're going to have to look for people in a box when they message you back. I don't know. I don't have an answer. Maybe one of you will come up with an answer. I used to do colors for different people, you know, but so that's maybe delegate that out to your kids. Go find the name Nicole in this box. Whatever you can do. So, yes. Okay. So cool. So it has its ups and downs because like in an Excel spreadsheet, you hit Control F and you find the person's name in seconds, right? That's not gonna happen here. Just so you know, it's no Control F in this index card box. But you'll figure it out. It's gonna be better than what you're probably doing, right? Agreed. I mean, it's probably, unless you have a great follow-up system, but it's probably gonna be better than what you're doing. Okay. Yes. Does this make sense? Questions? It's easier. You could also do this in a binder system. You could have this in a binder with tabs and everybody could have their own piece of paper. But this is kind of easy. You could take this with you, right? And I know a lot of people after they left Super Saturday went to the dollar store and got these. So, you know, you don't have to, these can be done at like the dollar store or something. You don't have to spend money at Staples or those expensive office places. Or you probably have an index card box with index cards. You might just have to grab the tab somewhere. All right, cool. Helpful, yes. So we've talked about the business activities that you're supposed to do every day, and everyone's gonna tell us about them in the business activity tracker every day, even if you have a sucky day. Even if all you did was drink your shake. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I just want to hear from more of you. I had this vision of this business activity tracker almost 2 years ago, and I have been pinning that post for 18 months. And sometimes it was just me, but I didn't want to give up on this because I know how helpful and powerful it can be, and it helps me as your leader. Like, I can comment and go, oh, whoops. Where was your personal development today? Or I won't do that if you miss it once, but if there's like 5 days in a row and I'm like, we're missing something, I may say, hey, what are you reading? You know, can I offer you a suggestion? You know, so just how, and other people can do that too. And people are buddying up in there and tagging each other as accountability partners too. So you could have a business activity accountability partner. Candace, I used to use little ones, but now I have the big ones. So I don't know if these are, I don't know what size these are, but they're the bigger. They're the bigger ones. So yeah. Yes, so Cindy says she's hit Success Club every single month since she started posting in the Business Activity Tracker daily. Thank you. Yes. Super helpful for everyone. And just like the workout log, if you want to grab a person a day and go read their post and just cheer them on, that would be awesome. You don't have to read through everybody's, but if you can take 1 minute and just find somebody's and just comment on it, that's awesome too. So 5 people in the workout log and just 1 person in the business activity tracker, because the more interaction and engagement you have, you're going to find that you actually have things in common with people that you didn't realize until you start reading all that stuff and you're like, oh, that's me too. Maybe we should be accountability partners. And the cool thing about us doing all of this stuff together is you're all doing the same thing. Like, you're all part of the Team Passion systems, so you can talk the language to each other. If you're trying to talk to someone who's on a different team and you're like, oh, well, we do it this way, and they're like, oh, well, we do it this way, you know? So it's easier to just, since we have the systems all in place for you. So one of the other things I wanted to talk about real quick as we finish up here, the National Wake Up Call on Monday, that girl, she was awesome. Mandy, right? Mandy Kai. She talked super fast, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so Kim Carver is doing a new business activity tracker. It's coming out in January. I gave it to people who were here at Super Saturday, and I gave it to the up and coming diamonds. And if someone on the team People have been posting pictures of it in the business activity tracker too. You're more than welcome to have it. I'm not going to post it for the entire team, but if you see it, use it. So I went in the page right after Mandy's call, in the page that we have with Kim Carver, and I was like, oh, Mandy, can you tell us, like, she talked about having her CEO business tracking system, and she was like, I track this and this and this, and it was really fast and it wasn't very detailed, and it got me thinking, okay, I need to be tracking more of my business results. So we have the business activity tracker, we have our index card system for our prospects. Now, how do we track the results that are actually happening, right? And so I jotted down a couple ideas, but this is where I would love for us to kind of just, you know, brainstorm and see if you guys have any other ideas too. So in our Coach Online office, we get to see a lot of things every day. So I was thinking of, and I could do this in a spreadsheet because it's not going to be a ton of stuff, but I was thinking of pulling up a spreadsheet, and I was going to start it today since it's the first week of the Beachbody week. And you know, you don't have to do it every day, but maybe on Wednesday night, maybe twice a week, maybe on like Sunday night and Wednesday night, you just kind of look and see what happened. But some of the areas that you want to track are any new orders that came in, or even any orders that are on a customer on HD. So you can see those under your customer orders in the coach office, but this is going to be good to put it all in one place, so that you can look and see where you need to improve. Like, cause I'm so visual. Mark gets so frustrated when we were trying to like plan out this pool in our backyard. He was like, and then this is gonna go here, and then I'm like, I don't see it at all. Like, I need you to draw the pool in the backyard, then I'll see it. Like, I have no clue. He's like, how about this goes here? And then I was like, So like he literally went on the computer and drew it, and I was like, yeah. So I'm like so visual. So if we put everything in a spreadsheet, we can see it all in one place. So new orders, you know, and I want you guys to start really tracking any orders. Like, someone bought a Beachbody on Demand, someone bought a 3-month membership, a Shakeology sampler, a box of Beach Bars. It doesn't matter what it is. And you don't have to track this for your coaches, but let's just track this for customers. And then you do want to track your coaches or your volume, your left volume and your right volume. And you want to see who's hitting like 500 a week in that volume. If you go to your LV or your RV under your volume and somebody's got like 200 or more every week in volume, that's someone you want to really be working with. They may not be hitting Success Club, but they're selling some stuff every week. So that's a great way to see who you should be giving more attention to on your team. If they're selling clean weeks or whatever, like, you've got to give them shout outs. So you want to go into your LV and your RV under Monitor My Business in the coach office and look at people's names who are doing more than just 90. 90 just means they're Shakeology shipped, right? So you want to look at people who have bigger numbers like that consistently every week, and you want to start tracking them. And then that helps you start learning about your cycles. Oh, okay, so if, you know, Shannon on this left leg has 200 a week and Cindy on my right leg has 500 a week, I'm going to start seeing some more cycles. You know, let me see how I can help them double that volume, maybe 400 a week and 1,000 a week. Like, how can I work with this person more? Are they doing the business activity tracker? Are they hopping on the team calls? Are they active in the groups, right? Like, these are the things that you've got to start thinking and want to go through your head. And you can't get caught. You've got to also not get caught up on the people who aren't showing up. This was one huge thing that came out of leadership for me. Like, I've been doing this for 8 years. You'd think I know it all, but I don't. And I have to be reminded, because I believe in everybody before they believe in themselves. So I see all 10,000 coaches on this team being 15-star diamonds. Like, I'm like, we can all do this. But if you're not believing in yourself, there's nothing I can do. It's like, you know, pulling a horse through muddy water, right? Making a horse go to the water, but you can't make them drink. Like, all of those things. Like, I can't do this for you, right? Just like your challenges, you can't do it for them. So you've got to kind of learn to back off or let go when people have disappeared. You know, you definitely want to check in on them, but I always, when my coaches disappear, I always come back in and I say, hey, I'm just checking in. Where'd you go? Are you still working out? Are you still drinking your shake? Those are my first two questions. I'm not going to go like, what happened? You were rocking this business. It looks like you're not sharing anymore. I'm going to go, hey, are you working out and drinking your shake? Because that's first and foremost what we want them to be doing, right? And then another area that I was thinking is putting new coach signups down and putting them in the spreadsheet and putting the date they signed up. Did you do a Getting Started Right call with them, or did they get on the team Getting Started Right call? Have they started the modules? Where are they at with the modules? Do they know when the next Coach Basics group is? And when they're in there, you want to make sure, you know, you want to private message them and say, hey, did you see today's Coach Basics assignment? What can I help you with that, right? You want to say which business center you put them on, so later on that will mean something. What does their weekly volume look like? Are they signing coaches? So a couple categories that you want to really be tracking on your new coaches. To become an elite and premier coach when you reach 2-star diamond and 5-star diamond, those are things you really need to track. So I would get in the habit of tracking that now, because all of these new coaches doing all of these activities drive your points for you to be an elite team together. Okay, so it's really based on a lot of new coach type things. So any other categories you can think that we would want to track? So new orders, cycles, who's creating the most volume, new coach signups, and kind of making sure you're tracking if they're going through everything that's there for them. What else business-wise could we be tracking? Those are just kind of my quick ideas. And so I had posted it in like the Kim Carver group, like, oh, it would be great if we could take this business activity tracker and put those business items on it. So maybe I can pay someone to do that for us, because I won't be able to do that. But we can pay someone like $5 on Upwork to put that together for us. So maybe I'll talk to Mark about that instead of a spreadsheet. I'll do anything to not have to do a spreadsheet, apparently. Spreadsheets and I. Maybe it's like a corporate thing for me. Like I used to have to do spreadsheets, and now I don't want to, because this is my life. Okay, questions? Was this helpful? Do we feel like we're like armed with being CEOs now? Like we really know what we have to be tracking? And this tracking like literally should just be check marks every day. Like it doesn't need to be like, wait, what am I supposed to be tracking? Like don't get overwhelmed with it. It's just, yep, I drank my shake. Yep, I worked out. Yep, I read for 15 minutes of my personal development. Yep, I did 5 Instagram stories. Yep, I made a post about my workout with a story. Yep, I recognized someone. You know, yes, I signed a new coach up. I told them where the Getting Started Right call was, whatever. Like it's just going to be a check mark. And then this box is, you guys, when I tell you, once you get this groove in this box going, your invites and follow-ups will take you 10 minutes a day. Because you're going to open it up to the magical date with like 10 index cards with all of the information on it. Like there's not going to be, at the beginning you got to set it up. So it's going to take you a little more time, but so you're going to have to go find all your lists that you have all over the house and all your sticky notes and all your notebooks and all your messengers in your boxes, right? All of these people that you have scattered in all different ways that you were trying to pull a system up, you're going to get them on an index card and literally 10 minutes a day. And it's going to be the first thing you want to do because you know that it's sitting right here and you're like, oh, I already know these 10 people that I'm going to talk to today because they're right here in this box. It's going to be it's gonna change a lot for you. But like I said, once you have 100 index cards in here and like you message someone on Monday and they get back to you on Friday, try to remember where you put them. That's gonna just be the tricky part. I'm gonna warn you with that, but again, it's gonna be better than what you're doing. It's gonna be way more effective. I think the fun part is opening it up and knowing who you're gonna contact, but then the not so fun part is gonna be like, wait, where are they? When they do call you back or message you back, but you'll figure it out. I know you will. All right, you guys are ready. Like, you're ready. It's October. Oh, we have to talk about the, oh my gosh, what time is it? 9:06. Okay, real quick. So I made a well, I didn't make it. Of course I didn't make it. Somebody else made a Christmas thing, to how to make money towards Christmas. And so I want us to kind of talk about it. We can talk about it in the team page, but I want to make sure you guys know where it is. It's in the team page. I think I bumped it up, but it's basically how to make like $900 from now till Christmas. It is based on selling like a $200 challenge pack, but I don't really know if a lot of us do that. We usually sell the 160s and the 180s. So the money will just kind of be off a little bit, but let's all start thinking about a goal that we can set. So maybe this weekend we'll work on that. So one of the graphics is like, okay, what's my goal? How much money am I gonna make from now till the end of the year? So 60 days, right? And then there's gonna be a graphic that I'm gonna pin it to the top of the page. So I can pin more than one thing. So every day there's gonna be, your business activity tracker is gonna be pinned, but then this is gonna be pinned as well. And it's called Ring the Bell. So every time you sell something, I want you to ring the bell under that graphic. You know, just say, ring, ring, I sold a Clean Week sampler, whatever. Like however, jingle bells, I sold, you know, whatever. Pull in a GIF or an emoji, a Christmas one or a Hanukkah one or a Kwanzaa one, whatever you got. Tell us about it and just tell us what you sold. So again, it doesn't strictly have to be these challenge packs, but tell us what you sold, ring the bell, and we'll just keep cheering each other on throughout from now till the end of the year so that we're not charging Christmas on all our credit cards, right? Like we're making this extra money for the holidays. So those are the 3 graphics. So we'll kind of talk about them on the team page, but I wanted to kind of talk about them live. Have you guys seen them? Okay, cool. So I think it'll be fun. You know, usually I gloss over those when they post those because I'm like, what? I don't want my team thinking about one more thing. But then I was like, you know what? This is cute. We can do this. We can do this. It's not too overwhelming. And here's Gwen snoring crazily. So yeah, so we'll do that and start talking about that. Let me just make sure those are my only notes. Christmas. Oh, and then we're gonna start talking about, I don't have our calendar in front of me right now, but whenever our next team call is, we're gonna start talking about the T20 launch and how to really launch it as a team. So November 1st, I think the test group people are gonna be able to start sharing their results. So I will set up a T20 Dropbox link like we just did with Shift Shop, and I will start loading all of those before and afters in there. And I'm gonna also, I can't do this right in that Dropbox link. It's gonna have to be a separate document, but I will also document their story if they share it. Because I think we all have all these pictures, but then I'm like, who the heck's that? And what's their story, right? And so I'll put like a Word document with everybody's stories, so you can match up the story to the picture. And I'll write in the Word document, picture is in this folder type thing, so that you will be able to grab both. You can copy and paste the story and stuff. And we'll do that as we start sharing our results when we start practicing, doing it for we'll have our VIP launch, but then we'll have the regular launch too. So, but we'll have mid-November, Kevin Shaw and Kim Carver will do trainings on the Beachbody Champion page on the packs and the bundles, and it's probably going to just be like everything else. There's going to, if you guys don't need the performance line or the Shakeology because you already get it, then there'll probably just be a bundle with the step and some program materials, probably for $40 or whatever it's going to be. So, once they start sharing that, we'll put graphics that people share in there, so everything's in one spot. So we're not going, hey, where's that graphic? Hey, what are those prices? It'll all be in the one area. So we'll start doing that too. So cool. All right, that was a lot, but we did it, and it's only 9:10. Yes. All right. So have an amazing night. I can't wait to see everybody go right after this call into the business activity tracker and tell us all about your day. And for those of you who post 6 or 7 days a week, we give out a prize. And the prize is anybody wearing it? Rebecca, Dawn, you wearing your prizes? They're, oh, Dawn's just got mailed out. She doesn't have her prize yet. So, and Cindy, right? Did you get a prize too? Yes. So I have a ton of swag here that I'm trying to get rid of. Not that I'm trying to get rid of it, but I was like, oh, Mark was like, shoot, you have all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. So I wanted to reward the business activity posters for 6 and 7 days. And so I send you, oh, Maria too. So I send you a picture. I'm like, wait, everybody get prizes. So I send you a picture of what I have, and you pick it and it comes to your door. So cool. All right, so go ahead and post, and let's just crush this 4th quarter, because the work that you do now skyrockets you into the easy peasy time of January, February, and March when everybody's ready. So you got to get ready now so that you're ready to help everybody else when they're ready. Cool? All right, have a good night, guys. Thanks for joining me.